Hi, I'm Charles Benson. You can also call me a Sasquatch or a Yeti. Haha, no. This pendant is from Precious Metal Jewelry. Unfortunately, my big fat head broke the necklace she made. We Americans are a little bit fatter than the Europeans. Haha, but it's all good. I still got my pendant. It's awesome. Deanna made this. She's very talented at what she does. But now let's talk about Fire and Ashes. That's right. This is a Fire and Ashes review. So this is what we're going to talk about. It's a great EP. Definitely leaves you wanting more, because I really hoped there would have been all new songs on it, but it's all good. It just leaves you wanting more of what's to come next, and I'm sure they're going to have something out within the next year anyways. But starts off with Voyage of the Fallen, which is a killer track. Very catchy chorus melody. And I love the video concept. I love how when Deanna's singing, she starts out kind of all wholesome looking. And then as the song progresses, she slowly starts to get immersed in the skull makeup and becomes basically the character who's attacking the ship or whatever. And I got a little insight into what the song was about before it came out. But I won't tell you how I learned what it was about. But it's a pretty cool storyline, actually. I like the storyline. Basically, it's about a cursed voyage. But it's a great song, and musically, it almost reminds me of the band Rhapsody of Fire. It does all these cool neoclassical guitar runs, and it's very classical influenced, very film score influenced. It's a great track. And Deanna's voice is amazing on this. I can tell on this particular album she's more comfortable with the band and the songs are written for her, because her voice really shines in this. I mean, she sounds good on the album before, but she really shines on this record. And the next track we move on to, Unembraced, starts out with a cool piano ditty, and it sounds amazing. And then it goes into this dual guitar harmony thing, and it's got kind of a neoclassical melody type thing going. It's a great song, and once again, everybody's performances on that song just really shine. The guitars, the bass, the drums, the vocals just are great, and Philip's solos are just awesome. And also, one thing I want to note, the guitar tone on this record is much better than the album before. I mean, the tone's good on every album, but it sounds like they're using the real amp on this one. The tone's a lot more raw. I think they were using the Kemper profiler on the amp on the album before, which still sounds great, by the way. But this one, I can definitely tell, it's a bit more there. The tone's a little bit more in your face. It's heavier. It sounds more raw, like it's a real tube amp. So I'm guessing he changed his recording method for this record. So it sounds great. And then we move on to the next song, the ballad. What is it called? In Remembrance. Great song, but not really my favorite out of the three new tracks. The first two are the ones that really hit me. This one's cool though. It does got some cool classical operatic moments that Deanna throws in there, and the guitar solo is pretty cool. But this was not one of my favorite tracks, but nonetheless, it's a good song. And then we go into the Meatloaf cover, which I really like. That Deanna uses her low range on this song, because I haven't ever really heard her sing low, but I mean, she gets as low as a low E flat, which for a girl's voice, that's pretty low for a woman's register. It sounds awesome. Think of the song War Pigs from Black Sabbath. The low note that Ozzy hits in that is an E, and she's singing lower than that, so that's pretty cool. It's only on like a couple of lines, but still, it's really cool. And what is this next track? Ravenheart. Killer track. The new approach definitely sounds more like a Neverworld's End kind of thing, so I'm really liking that. And it's great. It definitely blends in with the more modern Xandria sound. And also Now and Forever, same thing. It's got like a more modern approach to it, and it sounds more like it would have been off Neverworld's End. In fact, this entire album in general sounds more like Neverworld's End than Sacrificium. Which were all great albums, but I'm just saying this album definitely is hitting that sound harder. And and there's this really cool ditty in the middle of Now and Forever where Deanna's singing very soulful, almost like a gospel singer. It's where the guitars go clean a little bit, and they're doing like this blues thing. Sounds really good. And then, last but not least, the Sonata Arctica cover is amazing. And once again, you get more of her low range. She sings lower on this, on the verses at least, and it's really awesome, actually. I like hearing a lot more diversity in her voice on this album. And also, she uses a lot of her power belting rock voice throughout a lot of the song, and she uses her opera voice. So parts of it, especially the part between the solo, sounds a lot like Nightwish. It's really like old school Nightwish. It's really awesome. I'm really digging their version of the Sonata Arctica song. The original song is not bad either, but I'm really digging this version. Like, Xandria made it their own, and it sounds killer. Well, I highly recommend you buy the EP. It's reasonably priced, honestly. I got mine off Amazon Digital for $5.99. If you want the real physical copy of the album, it's probably maybe no more than $10. But go look it up for yourself. Xandria Fire and Ashes. I'll catch you later.